Roush.
Thanks, Michelle, and good evening, everybody. Of course, as Michelle said, I'm currently the County Commissioner from District 3. I'm also, at the present time, serving as the President of the Board of County Commissioners and seeking re-election for another four-year term. Let me tell you something about my background. I was raised in Rockville, graduated from Richard Montgomery High School down there, went off to college at Lehigh University and earned a bachelor's in chemical engineering. Right after that, I went to work for Lehigh Cement Company, making me a Lehigh guy from the Lehigh Valley, I guess. And worked for Lehigh Cement for over 38 years. Except for only interrupted by the time I served in the Army. I was always in plant management positions. That was sort of the thing that I did. We came to Westminster in 1977 when Lehigh transferred me to their plant at Union Bridge. While we were shortly after that, I was able to earn an MBA from Frostburg at its satellite operation at Fort Detrick in the evenings. And in 1985, I was named plant manager of the plant in Union Bridge. I served there as plant manager for 18 years, the longest serving plant manager in the 100-plus year history of that plant. And I retired in 2003. When we came here with our two children in '77, they both graduated from Westminster High School. They've gone on to earn college degrees in colleges in the area, and now have families of their own, giving us the blessings of 6 grandchildren. During the time I was plant manager over at Lehigh, I thought it was important for Lehigh to be an active and member of the community, and a good corporate member of the community, which meant getting involved in what was going on in the community, not just the community of Union Bridge, but the community of Carroll County. So I was, as the public face, I started getting active in a lot of community activities, and when I came to the time when I retired in 2003, I wanted to stay busy, so I thought I will just continue that community service activity at perhaps a greater level than my job had it afforded me. So I got involved with a lot of the nonprofits. I served the Historical Society of Carroll County, the Community College Foundation, the Hospital Foundation, the Chamber of Commerce. I've been an active Rotary member the entire time I've lived here, active member of my church, the United Methodist Church. I served on the board for 12 years at Rape Crisis Intervention Service. I've served on the Community Foundation of Carroll County, and a number of others. It's no sense just trying to list them all for you. After I'd done that for a while, it occurred to me that when I was active in my profession, I used to say, you know, we need more business people in government. And then I thought about that and thought, well, all right, if I actually believed that, now's the time to sort of put up or shut up on that idea, because I now had the time. You know, if you're a busy professional person, the difficulty in public service, especially government service, is trying to have the time while you do your profession. And in terms of my profession, it was a 60 to 80 hour a week commitment, so that there really wasn't much time. But once I was retired, I did have that time. So I decided to run to become a county commissioner 4 years ago, and was elected. I think we've done some important things during the past 3.5 years. I'll highlight a few of them. We named the sheriff to be the primary law enforcement agency, saving the county between $2 and $3 million a year during that time now. And during that time, crime has gone down 12%. We lowered taxes 3 times. We instituted term limits for the commissioners. And there and a number of things, but what I'd like to highlight is the thing that was the primary issue of my campaign, and that was the need for more economic development. Try as we might to cut costs, improve efficiencies, restrict some of the reach of government, it's nevertheless likely that the cost of government, like the cost of almost everything else in our lives, will steadily increase. And in the face of that, what's going to happen is that homeowners are going to continuously face a larger and larger tax burden to support that, unless we can get more commercial and industrial tax base into this county. This was the main focus of my campaign 4 years ago. Will be the main focus of my campaign this time around. We have done some things to move that forward, things of which I'm proud, but it is only a beginning, and we need much more to be done. Last year, there was $30 million of investment in new business in this county, and 400,000 square feet of new and renovated commercial and industrial space was created. In 2012, the last year for which statistics are available, there were 800 new jobs added in Carroll County, and believe me, there have been more since then. I just can't give you a precise number. Over the course of this entire time, we've issued 840 use and occupancy permits to businesses, commercial and industrial businesses that have invested $75 million of private capital into this county, creating many new jobs. Recently, we've been able to announce some very sort of high-profile successes. The Kenor was an important win for us. They were considering they needed to expand and wanted to build a new facility. They were considering relocating to the Hanover area. We managed to get them to stay here in Westminster, where they have not only spent $24 or $30 million on a new facility, but have added almost 100 new jobs. You might be aware that English American Tailoring has acquired a women's clothing line called Carroll, etc. They're a firm in New York, and they're bringing them here, and they will be locating them here in Westminster, and that will probably also create about 75 new jobs. A company called Fuchs North America. These are seasoning and spice people. They were most well known for being the creators of Old Bay. They're coming to Carroll County, but Old Bay isn't, because they a few years ago sold that line off to McCormick, but they still have a vibrant and growing spice and seasoning business, which they will be locating in a facility that they'll be building at the North Carroll Business Park. And after a number of years of waiting for something to happen at the Warfield campus down in Sykesville, we finally have a developer there who's in the process of getting his business started. So I would say that we've made some progress, but there's still much to go. When we started our term, the percentage of our assessable tax base that was commercial industrial was around 10. We've bumped that up to over 12, but still way below the state average of 17. So there's a lot of room for improvement in this, and that's the focus of my campaign and the focus of what I would like to do. And with that, I will stop talking about me and start answering questions. And I see a lady frantically waving at me from the back.
I'm the timer. 10 minutes is up.
I'm.
Perfect time, Jay. Perfect time.
Okay, I didn't know what the signal was, and if you'd given me the 1 minute signal, of course I wouldn't have known what. As I say, since I wasn't aware, I wouldn't have known what the 1 minute signal was either. Okay, Bob, yeah.
So excited. I want to give you a two-part question tonight.
Talk loud so everybody can hear it and speak her on the camera.
Okay. Can you hear me? All right.
Speak up. You usually don't have any problem when you're appearing for us.
All right. Two-part question is this. First, why was no letter sent to the FAA when the Board of Commissioners voted not to expand the airport? Second, will you commit to listing this airport facility, which does never turn a profit, for sale with an international broker? And that way, once it could be sold, then we are assured of a profit because you're going to collect taxes, as you do for me and everybody else.
Letter sent to the FAA when we first voted on that. I don't know, Bob. Truly, I don't know. At the time, I thought that was the end of the project, and when that vote was first taken, because as a supporter of the airport, I'm happy to say that the board has reversed that vote, and I'm not in favor of us.
Sorry, that was me.
Sabotage.
I could have done that a long time ago, but I didn't do that. So.
I have to think that the airport and its proposed runway extension are good for Carroll County and good for our economic development. I was a supporter of that openly and vocally in the last election, and will continue to be so. Any other?
Following up on that, it doesn't make any money, never has, and everyone on that board has said that we as the county don't know how to run an airport.
Well, of course, we have a contractor that runs it for us, who does know how to run an airport. So it's not. It is not at this time creating revenues in excess of its costs. No. No. Any other questions?
All right, Dave, thank you.
Okay, thank you all very much.